This is BBC Radio 2.
BBC News at 10 o'clock. This is Harvey Cook. The country's longest-serving monarch, Queen Elizabeth, will be laid to rest today, 11 days after her death at Balmoral. The funeral service begins in an hour's time. 2,000 people are expected to attend, including world leaders and some members of the public named in the late Queen's birthday honours list. There'll be a 2-minute national silence just before midday before the coffin travels through London towards Windsor Castle for a service of committal. Mourners have spent the night in sleeping bags close to the route. Thousands of members of the armed forces are also stationed along the procession route. As is custom for a state funeral, Royal Navy sailors will pull the gun carriage carrying the coffin into Westminster Abbey for the service. The Chief of the Defence Staff, Admiral Sir Tony Radakin, says the preparation has been meticulous.
There's a frisson in the air. There's that passion, there's pride, there's a little excitement, there's a little apprehension, but I also think it's people that are very confident of what they need to do, and it's to fulfil their duty to Her Majesty the Queen, a final duty, and also to fulfil their duty to the new King.
Billions of people around the world are expected to watch the funeral. The former Olympian turned president of World Athletics, Lord Coe, described the impact felt abroad when the news of the Queen's death broke.
I was actually in Zurich, our last athletics meeting of the year. The Kenyan delegation were in tears when this was announced at 7 o'clock. The stadium in the middle of Switzerland became a very sombre place. I was then in Sao Paulo a few days later for the South American Athletics Championships. Every flag in Sao Paulo at half-mast. Yeah. And federations having a minute's silence.
The Mayor of London's office says all the official viewing areas for the funeral procession are now full. People are being redirected to Hyde Park to watch the service. Meanwhile, there's continuing disruption for rail passengers trying to reach London. Great Western Railway says all lines between Paddington and Reading remain blocked because of overhead power problems, and customers should head to Waterloo instead. Over the last 5 days, hundreds of thousands of people went to see Queen Elizabeth lying in state at Westminster Hall. At its height, the queue was 10 miles long and the wait time was more than 24 hours. The last person to see the late Queen before the line closed was Chrissy Heery, a serving member of the RAF from Leicestershire. She'd already been to view the coffin once and says she didn't intend to be the final mourner.
At the time I didn't realise, certainly didn't want to stop anybody else not seeing it, because I thought because the queues, and I knew what time it was going to close, I wasn't sure that everybody was going to get through. And then when they came to me and said, right, you're the last person, I went, oh, really?
Chrissy Heery, BBC News. It's 3 minutes past 10.
Everybody's looking for that something, one thing that makes it all complete. You find it in the strangest places, places you never knew it could be. Some find it in the face of their children, some find it in the lover's eyes. Who can deny the joy it brings when you found that special thing? You're flying without wings. Some find you cheering every morning, some in the sun